communities. Now, for the women who experience premature menopause, that is before the age of 40, there are certain things that might increase your risk of this happening. Certain genetic disorders, but this is usually very rare, but certain genetic disorders can actually cause this. Tuberculosis, it can affect your ovaries and they stop functioning, they stop releasing estrogen way too early. Smoking, as I mentioned, can also cause premature menopause. Then we have the category for medically induced menopause, a very important category because now that means it's we, the doctors, who've done that to you. Either we surgically removed your ovaries for one reason or the other, removed both ovaries, that is. Removing one does not cause menopause. And removing the uterus and sparing your ovaries does not put you in menopause either. As much as you're not getting your menses, the ovaries are still functioning and all the functions of estrogen are still going on. So in essence, you're still not in menopause for such women. Then medically induced other ways include things like chemotherapy or radiotherapy. Again, this can affect the function of your ovaries. Autoimmune diseases. We're seeing an upsurge of autoimmune diseases in our society nowadays. I don't know whether it's because of our diet, because of our lifestyle, but we're seeing a lot of this currently in our young women. So things like Addison's disease, autoimmune thyroiditis, that is an autoimmune. Autoimmune basically means your own immunity attacking you. Your immunity should be dealing with diseases, infections. But when now it's attacking you, your healthy tissues, then it brings a problem. So when it attacks the thyroid, then your thyroid begins to misbehave. And your thyroid has a way of controlling your periods. So sometimes this can lead to premature menopause. Family history, again, there are families that just have a history of premature menopause with no obvious underlying cause. And then there are women who, for no unknown reason, they just get a shutdown of their ovaries, what you call primary ovarian insufficiency. So in essence, the 4 stages that are projected, there are the stages that every woman goes through in terms of reproductive life. You start when you're nice and young and vibrant and everything going well for you, pre-menopause, from the time you start your periods, that's menarche, as you go along with your life. Then things start to change. For most women from the late 30s to early 40s, they enter a period we call perimenopause. This is when, as a woman, you start noticing, my cycle has changed. I used to get a 30, 35-day cycle, 28-day cycle. Suddenly, it's becoming shorter. I'm now having 26, 24, 21. Then you know something is happening, okay? Then as you transition even further into your 40s, sometimes by the time you're getting to mid-40s, you realize, hata wakati mwingine inaruka. Sometimes I miss the period. Or sometimes in some women, it lengthens. You're probably waiting for your period for 2-3 weeks later, and it's not coming. It keeps coming later. So that can happen, a change in the cycle of your menses. That's a first sign that the biological clock is beginning to tick, all right? And then with time,